to my channel. So on this particular video, you're probably going to see this outfit on a vlog video, which is fine. But at least I'm telling you guys that you're going to see it in 2 different videos, because I am vlogging today for a real vlog, not like the last one that was just kind of like but I'm gonna actually have a full out ending to this vlog, so I hope you guys will enjoy that. But as you guys can see for the title, my main purpose here is that first of all, I want to just put this out here. Faces by P is more of a brand, okay? Faces by P is not just about beauty, but Faces by P is going to be the different parts of myself that I want to express, that I talk to my friends about, my family about, things that I want to let, like everything. So Faces by P is not just beauty and makeup. Faces by P is not just hair and fashion. Faces by P is also talking about social issues that are going on at the moment, things that we can all relate to and learn from. So these are different faces of me, if you get what I'm saying. So this is going to be like an introduction to all of the different things that I'm trying to do for 2022. And one of those things is to go into doing reaction videos and also addressing issues like that are on YouTube or TikTok, like TikTok videos that have like social I would say social meanings behind them, like people who talk about relationships, advice, talk about Black women, talk about healing, talk about spiritual growth, spiritual journeys, both in the spiritual world and also in the more religion sector. But today I'm going to be coming to you guys with the video about, as you can see with the title, 5 takeaways that we can take away from Arionne Curry. And sorry if you guys hear any bumping, but I guess they are fixing on the roof because I've had a leak in my master bedroom, so please forgive me for the noise. But I have 5 takeaways from the Arionne Curry video. Now, if you have not watched that video, please go over to Tasha K's Unwind with Tasha K channel, and I'll link the channel below so that you guys can go and visit that. I would not want to take pieces of her video. I don't think anyone is really doing that for copyright infringement purposes. That is her interview with the person, and I would rather you go watch it there and then come back if you want to look at the discussion of what I'm thinking. But to get into it, you guys, Tasha K had an interview with Arionne Curry. Arionne Curry, if you are not aware of who she is the mistress to Martell Hope, who is a star on OWN's channel, or Oprah Winfrey Network, if you want to look at it that way. Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? Love and Marriage Huntsville. So you guys know of the couple Melanie and Martell, or ex-couple, and they talked about infidelity. They talked about their, just marriage issues and running businesses, basically, on the show. So Arionne was the center of discussion. They never said her name, but it was implied that she was the mistress, side chick, whatever you want to call her. I have 5 takeaways from her interview with Tasha K, and I want you guys to definitely dig into it and comment below what you guys are thinking as well. Okay, my first takeaway is that she doesn't have any real friends, and I feel like Black women need to be more friends to each other, period. And it's more so on the line of just letting people know that it's not okay to do certain things. It's not okay to break up homes, and it's not okay to be unapologetic about it. And I just feel as though nobody is being her real friend and telling her this. And this is why within the Black community, we also have a no snitching policy, and I get that. But you don't have to snitch to be her friend and tell her that this is not cool. This is something that is way bigger than just dealing with a married man to get financial beneficial things out of him, such as cars, clothes, money, whatever her benefit was in this situation. So I definitely feel like we need to be better friends to each other, and actually look at all of our people in our friend groups, and you have to ask yourself if these people are your real friends, then they're going to be able to take the advice that you give them and really look at their lives and say, hey, I don't want to, be a part of this. And if they stop being your friend because of that, then were they ever really your friend? Like, we have to start being accountable for each other so that other races and other people can look at us and say, hey, we're united. Instead of us being always into it with each other or always having a fallout or beef, we should just be a lot more accountable for each other. I would say that. And I do love that everybody is speaking out, and some people are taking up for her and some people are not. And I'll get into my opinion about what she actually did, but we'll go on to the next step. The second takeaway I took away from it was common sense ain't so common. And what I mean by that is baby girl has not been taught like life lessons at all. She contradicted herself quite a bit in the entire interview. If you guys go and watch the interview before you come here, you'll know that she stated that she was in a two-parent household, so she knows how it feels to actually see people go through things and people actually, like break up or stand together for the family. I'm sorry for that, having a sinus or whatever sinus thing. So I was intrigued by that because a couple of minutes later, Tasha K brung up that she had a two-parent household. She said, wait a minute, no, I don't have a two-parent household. My mom was a single parent, and my dad, he was married to another woman, so we had separate households. So I don't think baby girl, like, really understands life, just general life things at the age of, 29, 30? I forgot how old she is, but I don't know. Like, I would have wanted someone to coach her before she got on the interview if she really wants to set a standard and actually get her name cleared up or whatever she was attempting to do with this interview that was clearly not in her favor. Like, this was not a favorable interview for her. Not because of Tasha K or anything. It was just not a favorable interview, period. Like, it just shone a different light on her in a different way that made it even worse to me. Like, everybody's talking about it and joking about it, when really she was trying to clear her name. That's another discussion for another day. But she contradicted herself quite a bit. Like, she would say, oh, I never contacted Melanie. I never contacted Martell that many times. But then she'll come back and say, oh, yeah, I did call him that day. Or, yeah, I did call her that day. And we talked. And we sat down and had a conversation. I'm like, which one is it, baby? Like, y'all will see what I'm saying if you watch the entire interview, which is very entertaining. I'm going to be honest. Like, I was really zoomed in and logged in the entire time. I'm sorry. The entire time I was zoomed in and like really laser focused on this interview. It was very entertaining. The third thing we can take away from it is that karma is real. And it's not taking a long time to spin the block either. You have to understand that a couple of times during the interview, she stated that she wanted to be married and she wanted to have a husband one day. Well, what kind of karma do you think that you would get if you one day want to be married and you've dealt publicly with a married man? Now, women do this every day. Yes, they do. The only difference between Arionne and other women is that the man that she decided to be a part of a situationship or whatever they wanted to call, whatever they had, ended up being a man that wanted to be on national TV. And yes, so it's shone a brighter light on her, but it's not also shining a brighter light on her. It's shining a brighter light on all women. I, for one, would not want to be a part of breaking up a black family or an African American couple, family, whatever you want to call it, We're trying to keep our families together in the same households. I'm a single parent, and I can understand that, yeah, if I could have made that work back then, that was great and all dandy, but I didn't, and I didn't try. Like, I was 24. So, different scenarios, but if I was married, I definitely would try my best to keep my marriage together, regardless of the infidelity. However, she is not understanding that this is not, this is going to come back to her. Even if other people have done her like that and she feels as though the universe is telling her to, you know, uplift and do her own thing, you still have to understand that that's going to still come back to you. Whatever you do, regardless to what someone else does to you, is going to happen to you or worse. My advice, don't get married. You spent a 7-year relationship with a married man and had a baby in that marriage, within that marriage. So don't get married. Just stay single. 4, no matter who pursues you, you will still be blamed. Okay, I've seen people drag Martell literally, and I would be laughing, like literally laughing my ass off when they drag Martell. I love it when people talk about him. I love it when people go in on him. I love it because I don't feel like he has a lot of remorse for how like if he could have gotten away with it, I definitely think that he would have tried a lot harder to keep things under wrap. But because it came out, because in the way that it came out, and whoever told who her name, it doesn't really matter. Eventually, even if Melanie never said anything, it was going to come out. Because somebody was going to be snooping. Somebody's friend was going to want to get paid. Period. Somebody's friend wants to get paid. So even if Melanie never said anything, which I feel like it was kind of damage control by her just saying it, which is okay. If you want to throw your own business out there so you can get it out the way, then do it. But even if Melanie never said anything, or Arionne never said anything, or Martell never said anything, guess who was going to say something? Somebody else was going to say something, because it was too good of a reality TV show for anybody not to say anything, or to know this information and hold it. Somebody could have got a pretty little paycheck. That's all I'm saying. So it doesn't matter if Martell, she stated that Martell pursued her. It doesn't matter who pursued who. You knew that he was married before you even went to an intimacy level. So at the end of the day, you are still to blame. You were a part. You're not a victim. You were a part. And women have to understand that if we position ourselves into situations that are going to be toxic, or, you know, you're going to do things that are not morally right, then you have to understand that when the blame comes back and it's thrown on you, then you have to take that responsibility and that accountability and say, hey, I was the one that did this and I apologize. But she didn't. Even on the interview, she didn't apologize. That's kind of weird. Because it doesn't matter what has happened behind the scenes. I just feel as though take accountability and responsibility, and that's it. It's no buts. 5th thing that I want you guys to understand is that you should always be true to yourself in your stand. At the end of the day, if you know that it's morally wrong, if you know that it's going to cause chaos, if you know, I've seen a lot of her blaming this whole situation on them instead of taking accountability and saying, hey, I was a part of it. She stated that she wasn't able to continue with nursing school. She stated that she wasn't able to, her life has been a living hell ever since. That accountability goes back to you, because any normal female on the street could make your life a living hell too. It's not just Melanie and Martell because they're on TV. Like, anybody can make your life a living hell. So if you set your standards and you stay true to yourself, you will never have to worry about things of that sort, like people advantage of you. I feel like if you were instilled with these type of things in your life from day one, I doubt that you would ever have any problems with it, because you would know that this is not right. And if I do enter into this situation, whatever comes of it is on me. I'm responsible. So those are my 5 takeaways, you guys. I hope that you guys understand that these are life lessons and that we all go through it. I've been through a lot when it comes to relationships, and I have been through a lot when it comes to love, just in general. And I've also been through a lot as a younger person. So I'm not stating that she's young and she deserves a pass, because even me, at the age of 22 and 23 and 24, I don't think I would ever have done that. But then again, who knows? I'm just stating that we should all be accountable for each other and for ourselves, our actions, and how we move forward. So I hope you guys did enjoy these 5 takeaways. You guys enjoyed this video, and leave your comments below and tell me what you think the takeaways were for this lesson. And if you have any different ones, like what do you think about the video, and also what other takeaways would you like to include in this? And I will see you guys later. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, y'all. I got a lot more coming this year, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe.